tension is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Cousins, Redskins, going up against Carr's, Raiders. With that, we'll get you out to Oakland. So we'll hand it over to our colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Washington Redskins and the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Rematch, Rob. You want your rematch.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there. It doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. As we get a glance at these starters, Michael Crabtree is the man we highlight at wide receiver.
Phenomenal hands, so strong. When the ball gets to him, it just dies right there, and then he's able to do things with it after he catches it.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
All right, here we go. Check 50.
Throwing his car on third down. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Mike.
Let's go, Rob.
Michael Crabtree there. Now 4th down.
Be a good young man, Rob.
Here's Marquette King now to kick it for Oakland.
Be a good
Back
young
deep
man,
for the
Rob.
Redskins, Jamison
Be a good young
Crowder.
man. Be smart, man. Don't piss me off, man. Don't piss me off, Rob.
Crowder now to return. A beautiful fake. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Time running out here on the play clock. A first carry down for Rob Kelly. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
You're going to get enough of that reach, though. I'll tell you that right now, Rob. I'm pissing me off, Rob. You're trying to be a good man. Just take care of my good man and my lady, man. You tell me. And all you want to do is bring it out of me, right? I see how you like to call it.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Cousins now on 2nd down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and his guys are going to take over at the...
Man, come on, man. Boy, Rob, you got to be about the luckiest son of a gun, dog. Man, get out of here, bro.
34-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Carr going to give to Olawale. And room there to work it inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Here's Wolford over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Carr now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The big tight end, Clive Walford, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And here's the Redskin defense.
Dante Whitner not only orchestrates a secondary, he puts a big hit on anyone who comes in his area.
2nd down following the incompletion. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Murray the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Murray had the 1,000-yard season in 2015, followed that up with 788 last year. Now, also in the mix in Oakland, you had Washington, you had Richard. How do you see this backfield playing out going forward?
I think you'll see a similar combination going forward. I think that's one of the reasons that he dropped from a 1,000-yard runner to 788, because they had other options. They're able to bring in Washington, Richard. They can use different plays for those guys, a lot of versatility, and really upgrade their offense with an infusion of speed. But Latavius Murray, I think he'll still continue to be the lead guy out of that trio.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now they send a running back in motion right. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it is incomplete. A gutsy call by Jack Del Rio, but it does not pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League.
I do believe
be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now the first carry for Matt Jones. Got some space here.
Got him.
He's going to go. Matt Jones.
Got him.
30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Matt Jones, 94 yards. And the Redskins have taken a first quarter lead. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense. Because you're expecting them to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
Fight, man. You run that ball, you want to blast his head off hard, Gray.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Again, it's Murray. And he'll get it near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And his first carry, he loses the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. His throw incomplete. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Finding his safety valve here, that's complete. Give him 7 on the play. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Now Carr. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Rob, that ain't
big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
It don't matter.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Murray, the lone setback. Throwing on first down is Carr.
Give me that hard grade.
Rifles one that's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Let's go, hard Braves, man. We fight, man. I told y'all, every person I'm calling out, I'm calling y'all out.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Bring it.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Now, that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On second down, here's Carr. And the hit turned loose. It's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. Cooper's got it.
I got hit.
He's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle, starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. But Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Throwing his Carr on third down. The open man is Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
We ready?
On first and 10, here's Carr.
Thanks, Rob.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. Just taking it. Big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Oh, that's how you gonna play me, Rob? Okay.
Garcon, the man in motion. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
In motion right comes Jackson. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
3rd down now following the run. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. And this is caught by Jackson. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
Slot man moves right. Again, a run with Thompson. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. So with that, we come upon the 2-minute warning here on the NFL on EA Sports.
Rob, you're a good dude, man. What you think, we can be friends after this game?
And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, here's Jones. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, the defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Carr now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, it's Holmes. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. And for that man, Crabtree just finished his 8th NFL season. Of course, the first 6 in San Fran, last 2 with the Raiders. Barely topped the 1,000-yard mark, but he did 1,003 this season.
It's been interesting to watch the career arc of Michael Crabtree, because you remember when he came out of college, came out of Texas Tech, he was seen as a pure #1 receiver. Many thought he was going to be a future All-Pro. But he settled in as the #2 guy in Oakland, and I think that's been great for him. Taking the pressure off of Amari Cooper and making plays himself.
Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
You kind of kicked me out because I really shouldn't have forced it. Right? You're going to pay for that.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The tight end changing his position. On 1st down, Murray. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
Yeah, you heard it, right? Exhale. The exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing. and it maybe explode at the right time.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
To throw this, and the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Redskins now. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here.
Oh, Rob. I see you. I see you. I mean, what you want me to do? You want me to pause it, Rob? What? You want me to leave it out? What you got going, little turd? That's my Rob.
As we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not a major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Here's Carr. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They come out here in the eye. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. This is Murray. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
This will be caught at about the 5. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
All these points been off the turnover.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
You're a good dude, Rob.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Second down, Cousins. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay.
I got defense too, Rob.
And he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. That was second down run for Murray. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Latavius Murray. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Latavius Murray, 37 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage with the big man setting the tone physically.
On second down, here's Carr. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Carr going to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Clive Walford from 4 yards out. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
I can't believe they let you come back like this, man.
Janikowski on for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away.
So funny, all your guys on point.
Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. First down. Here's Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, three that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016.
They don't need to have ID.
Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all three could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. Thinking the young quarterback going and that defense continues to live up to expectations, they can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Cousins. And this is caught by Jackson. It's a pickup of 16 there that'll lead to a new set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something?
Rob, I told my boy I'm a bunch of tail, didn't I?
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP, Malcolm Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. Well, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
We ready? Mike 51, Mike 51. Oh, baby. Hey, we're going check. Crunch.
They go with Murray again. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Double tight. Hey, here we go. Wide and Abram. Check Abram.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Carr. Forced out to his left. And now the ball's out. Lost it, fumble. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks. And quickly, they get to the line. Cousins now. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doctson, and that'll bring up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Cousins the throw, and that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Doctson. Yards out, and the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, that's a tight game. How important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And now here come the Raiders. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there. Get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Carr now on first down.
And
he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the veteran corner, D'Angelo Hall. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league. And you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the interception, Cousins looking for his running back, and he's got it. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Jackson with the grab over the middle. A good pickup there, a 22.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Back now in the East Bay.
I love playing the challenge. Ask Ugly Yanni, and I know you can beat him.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll go again with Kelly. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
I got you, Rob.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, they're telling me to go for this, Rob, so I got to go for it. I guess the coaches are saying, hey, forget it, go for it. Forget it, go for it. Take your loss. You can do it, you can take a loss, and you can get it, you can probably win it.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now.
Desperation time. Cut
Bye,
and
Rob.
he takes it in.
Bye, Rob.
Touchdown,
Good play.
Washington.
Good play, man.
Jamison Crowder
Good play, Rob.
from 6 yards
We ain't
away.
scared, man. We here to
And
fight
now
with
the
you, man.
Redskins, if they hit the PAT, they will have the lead.
We here to fight, Rob. We gonna fight. You know
And they
me,
have
Rob.
taken
You know
the
me.
lead
You
here
can't
in
give
this
up on
fourth
me.
quarter.
I don't care what Montre and them running around here telling everybody we can score. But like you said, I give up at the end because I'm just trying to do
Following
different
the
things.
touchdown,
And then I
Dustin
ain't giving up.
Hopkins
I'm
will
just
kick it away.
trying to learn some different stuff. But when I want to get down dirty, baby, boy, I can get down
And they
dirty.
will not get a chance to return this
go,
one as
Rob.
it's through the end zone
Let's
for a
get nasty.
touchback. So out come the Raiders. And following the interception,
Let's
just
get
any
nasty,
interception,
Rob.
are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Tackle made that time by Chris Baker.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always
Hey, what
think
you
back to
doing?
what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Good hit, baby.
And
Good
they're
hit,
able to
man.
get
Good
this
hit.
one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped
I'm
up
gonna make that
quickly
dude
here.
fumble, Rob. I'm gonna
Just
make
a
that dude
yard up to
fumble.
the 39. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. And they're going to speed things up here. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Check four.
Hey.
Here we go. Ready. Hey, we go rally. Shoot. Hey, we go rally. Hold on, baby. Alert.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. All day. We ready? Here we go. Alert. Ready. Hold on, baby. Alert. 51, Mike. Hold on, baby. Hey, check 20. He's coming. Go.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Carr, airing one out deep for Holmes here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. To throw, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And he's
Get down, Rob.
down.
Get down, Rob. Get
Can't do
down,
anything with
boy.
the football.
Get
It's a
down,
sack
Rob.
and a turnover on
You
down.
ain't never seen no defense like that, have you,
Washington
Rob?
as they come onto the field.
You
And they'll
wasn't
just simply
right
be
there like
looking to
that,
build
Rob.
off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
Good job, Crowder.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key
Good
thing,
job. Get it
not
back.
a fumble loss.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it?
Come on,
I mean,
man.
I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Everybody else gives up on you, dog.
Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Play clock winding down. Cousins now on second down.
No, don't throw it.
His throw is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. To throw is Cousins. Jordan Reed has it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. Green 39.
Cousins on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. That'll bring up second down.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now Thompson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Malcolm's now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Let's go. Gun.
Jackson, the man in motion right.
Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Cousins. His throw
Bye-bye, Hargrave. Bye-bye, Hargrave.
A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of...
Whoa, bye-bye, Hargraves. Don't cry. Don't pause it for no reason. The game's over, you dude. Stop it. Stop it, Hargrave. Just push the button, man. Come on. I don't know how they didn't let him score, though. Bye-bye, Hargraves. Don't pause that. I don't know what you pausing it for, dude. No, Hargrave, don't pause it. Come on. Come on. Come on. I don't want to hear
28.
It. Let's go. That was fake, man. Now, Rob, you know that's fake, bro. That should be a touchdown while you over there pausing the game. I should be up a touchdown, dude. But they gonna give it to you, though. I don't like that, bro. No, I didn't down that. I caught the ball, and I was trying to get in there. He ran, and he was standing up in the end zone. That should be a touchdown. What are we talking about?
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Crazy get mad. My bad, big dog. Oh, my bad, dog. My bad, Hargrave. I just want to get it clarified. I mean, that should be a touchdown. I should be up by 8 right now.
Cousins on the keeper.
It's
a loss. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Oh, no dice there. That is excellent penetration. They give him no lane whatsoever to try and sneak the football across, and in fact, he'll wind up losing ground on 1st down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, now, look at 56. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Here we go now. Green, 39.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come out here in the eye. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Keith Marshall taking it in from a yard out. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Oh, man, come on, Rob.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. Game situations, what are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it dropped complete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about fame that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep and work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
That's weird, man. I can't believe that.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right.
Here we go. 51, back 51. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Oh, guys, are y'all kidding me, bro? Dude, man. Come on, bro. Look at this, though. Come on. Oh, man. The connection to your peer has been lost. Wow. You ready, Matt?
Yeah, I said, man, that's what I was saying, dog. It's lagging real bad, that motherfucker.
Oh, man. Come on, man. All I know is Hargraves. That's all good, but I was wearing your tail out. I told you I was going to come back. I told you I was going to come back. I told you. I take this. Hey, you can count it an L all you want to, but I like this one. You can count it an L or you count it a dub. I love to play you again, big dog, but I'm finna chill for a second. I'm going to bust your tail. I'm going to bust your tail. Rob, what you learned today, big dog? You learned I'm going to fight with you, big dog. You know my style, Rob. You know my style, Rob. We going to fight, man. Me and you going to fight all the damn time, big dog. All the damn time, big dog.
Nah, I kind of, even though it said I need just now, but shit, dog.
Man, you got to give me my props though, Rob. Man, I played a heck of a game, man. I mean, if we gonna go on the paper books and say nah, it ain't the L, because technically you could have scored in 30 seconds, man. But man, that's weak, man. And it ain't your fault, man. Oh man, dude, I can't just never just finish y'all, man. All of these games keep doing this, man. Like it played good pretty much the entire game up until the last. Wow, let me see what my fans were saying. Look at Montre. Montre, you like the show, big dog? Oh man. Wow, guys. Amazing game.